Hello, everyone. It's coaches Ryan and Danielle here, and we are here with one of our current Empower 12 weight loss and accountability coaching clients, Miss Kathy Mahoney. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us here today to talk about your last 12 weeks in our Empower 12 program. First thing I want to say is, we always like to, when we do these testimonials with people, we always want to give a clear base as to who the audience is listening to or seeing. Tell us a little bit about you, your current situation, lifestyle wise, and then also tell us a little bit about what type of things you've tried to do in the past in terms of weight loss and programs and things along those lines that you've tried that was not successful for you.
Okay. Well, first, hi, Ryan. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for having me. So I joined this program because I've always struggled with weight, or I wouldn't even call it struggle, but I like to eat. I like to cook. I loved when I had my bigger home, loved to entertain. Everybody was always at my house. So it was like, make everything, have everything. Oh, this one likes that. This one likes this. It was tough to just have what was good for me. And then all that food's there's leftovers. I've struggled up and down. I used to be an emotional leader. When I say to be, going back, I am divorced, retired, much happier. Um, but I used to be an emotional leader. I am not an emotional leader anymore, which is huge. That took me several years on my own trying different diets just to realize why they didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I was really stressed, something was going on, I'd be like, I'm going to eat a pound of pasta. I think I'll just have a quart of ice cream. And it didn't make me feel better. But at the time, I thought that was a good out.
Yeah.
So I'm also part of the South County Boot Camp training that I've really enjoyed, and how much it prioritizes you doing what's good for your body got me to listen to my body a little bit more. And then just watching things about the empowerment program, I was like, this sounds like it's going to be good for me. And so far, it's been great.
And was it?
Yeah,
Yes.
10 pounds down, and you're continuing on our maintenance program. So congratulations to you. We're so happy
Yep.
for you, so proud of you, and you're such a wonderful pleasure to coach. A lot of people, they tend to think, when it comes to weight loss, or when it comes to making, and our approach as coaches is healthy lifestyle, or creating healthy habits first, and the weight loss being a byproduct of that. Thinking that they have to, there's a stigma of what you have to eat, how you have to eat, what you have to follow, how you have to do supplements, how you have to count calories and all this stuff. And it becomes maddening. It becomes stressful. It becomes overwhelming. Our program is not like that at all. Our program is geared towards what the individual is willing to do, what their past experience is, and how it aligns with the goals and needs that you have. Kathy, how have you felt that approach has helped you to progress on your own, not only on a day-to-day basis, but knowing that you've created these habits now that will help you create this foundation that you'll never have to struggle again?
It's huge. It's taught me that I can actually prioritize me and I can say no to other things, and it's okay. And
Yeah.
to fall off, like, I just had a 5-day long weekend with my family. Were there breaks in the program? Absolutely. Did I beat myself up? Nope. You know what? This is an unusual thing. Great time. I'm going to have the lobster and butter. I'm going to have some oysters. I'm going to have a secondary record.
Because
It was
that's
fine
life.
because I know it's just this weekend, and this hasn't happened in 15 years. It's okay.
Yep.
Get back
And
on,
I
get back on the horse.
Yeah. And I just want to say, because when we started here, you said, I really enjoy eating. I really enjoy cooking. Now that hasn't changed, I hope, since you've started.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
I think you'll see some of my strange concoctions from the food journal. It's like,
Yeah, we
but I
always
find,
like to have people have that understanding, because so many people think it's about what they need to take away or restrict,
No.
or if I'm doing this, I can't have this, or the things that I enjoy. And for anybody watching, this out there, that is total BS. And it really,
Yep.
it really needs to be focused on, yes, you can't, go to fast food 7 times a day. You know what I mean? You can't be eating ice cream every single night. No, but we're not saying that. You can have your cake, so to speak, and eat it too, as long as you are consistent with the things that you need to be consistent when it comes to making that healthy lifestyle change. So, Kathy's a perfect
Exactly.
example of where, someone who really likes the food, they like to cook. You can still do that and get significant and great weight loss or health changes significantly from that. So it's really great to hear. It's refreshing to hear. I hope, hopefully, it's a refreshing approach for you and anybody else who's been in the program, because we feel that it's really fantastic for anybody who
I've
decides
actually have people say to me, "How are you losing weight? You eat all the time." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not snacking nearly as much as I used to, because by eating balanced and the more vegetables, I don't have the cravings I used to have. It's not
Right,
like, oh
and
my
that's
God, I'm dying for a piece of chocolate.
yes.
Some days I want it, or just because it's there and I know, I'm like, okay, I'll have a little. But
Yeah.
it's not like, oh my God, I need a packet of M&Ms.
Yeah,
You
right.
don't have those highs and lows of I guess it's really being more in tune to your body, not just
Absolutely.
what does it look like in the mirror, but how did that make me feel? Like I
Yep.
found out I love eggplant for breakfast. Who knew?
and
Grilled
there's nothing wrong
eggplant.
with that, right?
And that's
No,
fantastic.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Yep,
I'm like, wow,
absolutely.
that really fills me up and I feel great. I got energy. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Crazy little thing. So I think the accountability and the modules, constantly reminding us about food, what it can do, what alcohol can do, how it works together, has really taught me how to listen to my body more, not just in how it looks,
yeah.
which is
Yep, and I-
improving. Which is
And I
improving.
also like with she had started at a
Yeah.
transitional time in your life. So, we
Oh.
know that you go from, it's Florida, right? Florida to Rhode Island, and as a transition. Well, we started at a transitional time. And I think that that's even more beneficial when doing it during one of those transitional times, because
That's
learning
why I
how,
wanted to make sure. Yeah.
learning how to, navigate through those
Life.
times is because it's just life. That's all it is. But learning how to navigate in the tougher times just sets you up for success,
Yeah.
during
we,
the
we
more.
hear it all the time. I'm not sure this is the right time for me because of A, B, and C. Well, there's always going to be A, B, and C. There's
Yeah.
always going to be the next big thing. Life always creates
Or the
those
family
things.
parties or the
Right. And you
Exactly.
shouldn't have to put your lifestyle on hold because you have a lot of things, quote unquote, coming up. It's about creating habits that you can utilize to allow you to live the life that you want to enjoy, but at the same time still gain the benefits from it.
Right.
And too many times people have to put, they put up a wall and think it has to be all or nothing, and it really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's strange too, just by being more focused on balanced meals, regular intervals, and then being away for such a long time with my family. It was great, and all the food and what I will call cheats was wonderful. But I'm like, oh my God, do I really want to go to the lobster bake tomorrow? I need to get home. I want my routine.
You
And
crave
then I'm like,
that-
oh,
that,
then
yeah.
suck it up. It's okay. It's another day. You're not going to see these people probably for another year and a half, except for a few. Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it has allowed me to do that.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
we as human beings, we crave routine, and that's where the consistency is coming in. And
Well,
it's
especially when you feel good during that routine. Like,
Oh God, I couldn't wait to get to boot camp
Yeah.
this morning, just come home and make breakfast. It was like,
Yeah.
yes.
and that's a great segue to one of my last questions here is, when it comes to the routine aspect and the daily accountability and coaching, this is exactly what we're doing. So if for those of you who are not familiar with our Empower 12 program, this is a personalized program. We are coaching clients like Kathy on a daily basis through our app. And we are in constant contact with them throughout the day,
yeah,
checking in.
these are not automated messages or anything like that. We
Yeah.
are actually going
throughout
back
the
and
day.
forth.
Kathy, how did you enjoy the daily accountability and the daily coaching to really help to keep you on point? Because so many people, right? Like it's super easy to say, hey, I know I probably should be eating more vegetables. I know I should be eating more protein. I know that I shouldn't be eating fast food as often as I do. I know that I need to be doing physical activity. I know I need to be getting my 8 hours of sleep. I know I need to be drinking water, but I don't do it. And that's why this program is here, because it helps to put that position where you have coaches watching over you, holding your hand, giving you that accountability and that coaching that you need to kind of guide you.
Right.
through.
And it's not a slap on the wrist. It's like, hey, is something wrong? Because I haven't heard from you today. And a couple of times like, oh, I haven't had internet for a day and a half, but I did do this, and this. Or because you're accounting and it's a positive reinforcement from both of you. It's not like I feel like a child being scolded. Someone saying, remember, you're in this program because you want to do it.
Right.
And maybe today's a bad day. I'm just here to say, hey, here's a little nudge. Are you going to get your exercise in today, or did you just forget? So I've enjoyed that. I think sometimes earlier on in the program, I didn't realize just how accessible both of you were. and I would ask a couple questions earlier, but then it would come up in the modules or in the calls saying, you've had the call saying, hey, and don't forget. I'm like, oh, yes, I was thinking that. So you must, and I know you guys must hear that from everybody, because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, well, I got to call Danielle and see what, or I'll reach out. And it's quick. It answers me. I think it's been great. And that's why I'm on the maintenance program. I'm like, I started this summer. Let's just finish out. Like, why stop a good thing now? We're here. It's another 8 weeks.
Yeah, we love
It's
working.
well
with you
worth
too,
it.
so.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on your success and results so far. And we look forward to continuing to coach you in the maintenance program and much more. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm looking forward to it too. More
right.
success in all ways.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Kathy.
rest of your day,
Thank
Kathy.
you. Have a great
so
rest of the
much.
day.
You too. Bye-bye.